Believe it or not, Chris and Ursula, we're living in the golden age of concealed carry. Joe is going to fill us in on it after this.
But first, primeres.com/Alpine, PRMI Mortgage. Are you in the military? Are you looking for help for a VA loan? Well, if you're looking to buy, refi, or maybe you're just considering a reverse mortgage, you can call our local mortgage guy that you can trust. Call Chris Wiley at PRMI Mortgage. For nearly 25 years, Chris has been helping local San Diegans with all their mortgage needs. Give Chris a call at 619-722-1303 or just go to primeres.com/Alpine. Well, Mr. Dramisi, tell us about your golden age of concealed carry.
Well, I thought I'd write about something a little happier today. You get into
Really?
the seems like I'm writing about depressing stuff. I'm getting to
You
be
and
like
Dylan both.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the John Dillon of the blog world.
Yes,
here.
you are.
So I thought, let me write about something happy. So with the concealed carry, and I've talked about this before with, calling it the golden age of concealed carry, because we really are here. I mean, it's hard to see sometimes, living in one of the oppressed states like we do. But realistically, across the country, the Second Amendment and that kind of stuff is alive and well in America. So just wanted to talk about that a little bit. And Dr. John Lott from the Crime Prevention Research Center comes out with does an annual report, I think, every year because it's annual. But the 2021 came out, and he's talking about concealed carry permit holders across the country. And just wanted to throw out some numbers related to this. The report, I linked to it in the article, and it's a pretty easy read, but it's very interesting to go through and check it out. But we're up to 21.5 million permit holders in the country now across the United States. And that's a 48% increase since 2016. So just in 5 years, that's gone up almost 50%. And 21 states nowadays have constitutional carry, which means they don't require a permit at all for people to carry concealed, which is there's good and bad with that, I think. But overall, that's a good thing. The only thing being,
I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
go
off.
ahead.
What is the bad? I'll tell you, honestly.
I'll tell you the bad.
Look at, they're all grabbing
Go
the
ahead.
mics.
Yeah, I got bad.
They're all jumping on the mics.
Let's go around the room and talk about the bad. Joe, you start. What's the bad of
the only
constitutional carry?
bad thing I don't like about it is people don't get a chance to learn about what you can do, what you can't do, because there's no requirement. It's just, okay, you can go for a gun, carry the gun. And the laws, like John would agree with, are not logical. They're not rational. And I'm afraid people can get themselves in trouble because there's no requirement. But on the other hand, you're giving the responsibility to the people. Say, hey, you want to carry one of these, it's up to you to learn that stuff. So that would be my only reservation.
Because we have enough government already, overreaching into our rights in the first place with them actually like overseeing, any type of permits. Let's just say that, granted, here, in order for you to get your CCW, you have to go through what? Like, what are the state requirements here?
Yeah, but you haven't got enough time.
An 8-hour course, a shooting
class,
part of it,
all this type of stuff.
Yeah, and a bunch of other stuff.
But you're actually going to their.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
Their satisfaction.
Yeah, it should be none of their business.
But it should be. It absolutely should be that gun owner's responsibility for them to learn. So I actually been fighting this on my social media.
Mm-hmm.
I have this segment, my own personal segment called "How Your Man Shoots," and what it is that I get.
Wait.
Yes.
One more time.
How your man shoots.
Nice.
And the main reason why I started it was because I came across a lot of women. They're like, oh, I don't need to carry because my man carries. My man got a gun. Then I go to the range and see they're scaring paper. Like, it's just really bad. They're shooting horribly. And I'm like, so I start filming them and actually throwing it up on Instagram. Like, hey, this is how your man shoots right here. This is why it's important for you to protect yourself.
Oh my God.
This is why you need to go out and learn how to carry a gun, learn how to protect yourself, use different options, things like that. Because if you're going to depend your life on this cat, you're going to die.
And by the way,
right
how
now.
did we jump over Chris?
Oh,
because Ursula does that.
Grab that microphone.
No, we went from
said
Joe.
go around the room.
Yeah.
Well, around the room would mean that Chris was
exact
next.
right.
Well, he was right next. Mike's next to me, so I figured it was my turn.
Did you see that? She just took that.
I don't blame her. Listen, I'm not gonna.
You're not getting in there.
No,
She
absolutely
does
not.
carry.
Yes.
And then he turns to me like I'm gonna do something. Dave is out for me today, man.
Well, I haven't seen you in so long.
But like I said, the personal responsibility should be on that gun owner.
It should. No,
Same thing with driving.
I said it was my reservation.
That was going to be mine.
Oh, sorry.
I'm the car guy.
Oh yeah, that
That's
should have been yours. Yeah.
Now can he talk?
So
Chris can talk now.
Yeah, what do you think? Good,
Yeah,
good,
you
bad?
know, the good part, right, about constitutional carry is you can freely exercise your right to self-defense. But I do agree with Joe, right, that there is this risk of people who will not be responsible about learning what their local and state laws are, and they may inadvertently get themselves into trouble.
Well, aren't those called crooks?
There's part of that, but I think there's also just the unintentional, or the gun owner who doesn't know what their local law is, right? They think they can, or they don't understand the ethical and legal consequences of, exercising your right to self-defense. If, like, let's say if you deploy a firearm out in public, right, that those even just brandishing a firearm, right, depending on which jurisdiction and municipal rules and laws, if you don't understand what may happen to you, right, you don't want to. Nobody wants to be in that position, right? You want to be trained, and I agree, right? It's like, well, it's on the individual to train and to understand, but right, we just know that not everybody
You
does.
can't rely on the general public; they're wackos.
But right, yeah, but the flip side of this is, right, we can't necessarily have the government, right, mandating, what that training looks like, and also the cost, it's like, right, there's not many, and I don't know if there's any constitutional right out there that requires you to pay money to exercise your constitutional rights. That's another part where I have a problem. If you're going to have to pay for CCW, pay for an education, so it is a little bit of a slippery slope. But I think we have to be biased on the side of freedom and liberty here, and give people the choice.
So I give the responsibility not only to the gun owner, but I will also say to other gun owners as well. And the main reason of that is that even though Arizona, it's constitutional carry, there's still people going out there getting their CCW so they can actually learn the legality of carrying. So, but that knowledge came from other gun owners. Like, hey, you don't know what to do? Guess what? There's this class up the street or whatever.
But the problem with it is there's, you don't know what you don't know. And I'm sensitive to it now as an instructor teaching these classes, because we get most people are okay, but you get some people in there that are just, it's scary. I mean, they just should not be doing this. And, it's, and again, I agree. I think it's good. It should be, you're an adult. You should be responsible if you're going to do this. And the state should not be controlling that. But, maybe a state paid for 4 hour, hey, this is just the laws that, okay, you're going to get the permit anyway, or there's no permit, but you can do it anyway. But, okay, come in for 4 hours and listen to somebody like John Dillon. Hey, this is what you can do. This is what you can't do. And then after that, you're on your own, because you can't make people be responsible. When you see the shooting part of that, it's just like, sometimes it's like, wow, really? And, it's
There are
like,
cops
you
that
can't
can't shoot
make people
for the
do that
government.
kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're either going to do it or they're not going to do it. But and again, that's my only kind of reservation. And I don't even know, especially after getting smashed in here now, I don't know if it's even a strong reservation. But that was my only thing that I thought about.
Well, what are when you stop and think, the fact that you guys don't have to take the classes, don't you think the people that don't take the classes probably won't even get a gun? Because wouldn't you say they're more afraid of the gun unless that, no? Yes?
So, because I'm a CCW instructor, in Arizona. So, there's a lot of people, they'll actually go out and get their CCW first before even getting a gun. And that's one thing that I've seen in my classes.
Really?
So they're like, well, I don't even know how to shoot, but let me just learn the legality, because I also cover different guns, gun selection, carry techniques, and things to consider when you're looking for a gun. I put that in my class. But there's let me learn, the law and legal first, and then I can start looking at my carry options and what I want to do.
Or maybe I won't carry.
Yeah, and I've
After
actually
I
had
do
a couple.
do the legal say, yeah.
Yep. I've had a couple people that are like, I don't feel comfortable with a gun, but I can carry a taser. Okay, yeah. Guess what? You're still going to have the same legality. So I've had it.
That's a good point, because I think, that's in everybody's individual. But I agree, government should not get their 2 cents in it.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel. Or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.